Hello everyone, how are you doing? What up, what up? Today we're about to see all the news, what's up, what's new about video games, about the industry of VR, and there is a lot of stuff to talk about. I hope the morning is great, I hope it's smooth. We will wake up smoothly. Hello, how are you doing, Nani? So we'll start with some light. I have notes somewhere. I have noted some stuff. It will be easier to talk about, and also I can keep a look at it. Why you're sad? Why you put some sad emojis? Maybe I should shut a little of light, because it seems to bother my background. Better. It's quite better. Up. Oh, she's not strong enough. I don't know how, anyway. Oh. Anyway. Yeah. Tired. Thanks for the subscribe. Thanks a lot. Yeah. I clean it up. I clean all the stuff because I had to. Sometimes you have to get fresh. You know. You have to get something new, something cleaner. I have a lot of stuff right. So we will talk about some cool stuff. Let me see. Thanks a lot for all the subs. Beerless. Yeah. You get used to it. You will get used to it. So I've noted Banjo Computer. There is a compilation of the video game Banjo-Kazooie, who just came out like 3 days ago, and it's full. It's free. It's all free. So if you want to try a new game for free and it's really fun, you can take a look at this game. You just have to write Banjo Computing, and you can play this stuff at like 4K, 144 FPS on your PC, on any device you want. It's really clean. So that was the first news. We will talk about the closing of studios that you have already seen, I think. And if you have some stuff to talk about this subject, go ahead. It's really bothering me. I don't know why it's so messed up. No, it was... Yeah. I don't know. It's really strange. I guess it's all right. Good enough. What I have new? Yeah, Meta. Meta shut down. Meta is closing down 3 studios as a part of it. Metaverse Cut, Senseus Game, Twisted Pixel Games, and Armature Studios. Those closing are really bother me out, and it's quite sad. It's quite sad for team dev and everyone at the studios, because for the games they released, I didn't play them, so I can't talk properly about them, but they look clean. They look clean, and I feel like the community was really cool with it and said it was like really good game for the industry. So I don't understand why they close the studios so fast, you know. There is I found a Reddit where tech dev is answering about the stuff. Like, we have the Trot, who says, I worked on a game for amateur Microsoft Studios about 12 years ago. The game did really poorly, unfortunately, but I liked it. They had a hard go off it, and I guess they're finally closed. A lot of people there work really hard. I wonder where they'll go. What game was it? My money on Recore. Yep, I work on that. One of my favorite projects, amazing soundtrack. Okay, I thought it was like one of VR games, but it didn't. But we have like some people who put the story about the studio and kind of stuff, and I feel like it's like Ubisoft and all the stuff. We have like the top of hierarchy who's taking really weird decisions, and and all the employees are like almost crying to tell them that they are really bad decision, and they do it anyway. So I don't know what will be the future of and this impact of the choice of closing all that, but I can told you clearly that it's this action initiates fear on other studio, VR studio. People are wondering where the VR is going, if it will going like not deeper, but are we at the end or not? Like all the title video you can find on YouTube, even if every 6 months it's the end of VR. So my opinion on this, it's not the end, because you like always, there are always like dedicated people who move the VR industry and XR industry with plugins, with mods and everything. So it will keep staying alive, but I think in this year there may be more little studio who hardly can keep going, that maybe will close in the future, or at least if they can't continue what they are already, if they can continue what they like to do, they will have to find a new project, or maybe like switch on classic video games or something else, or maybe mobile games to keep, the money, to keep the enough money to make what they really want to making. So that's really sad news and sad week, and I hope the dev will find something to rebound of this, to get a nice rebound. I feel like I far away. It's better like this. That was maybe. That still bothers me. Yeah. I think it's little better, but I feel like I'm grayish. I'm kind of grayish. Wait a minute. Is it better? Yeah, I think it's better. What you think about this problem and the closing of this studio? I will keep going. Meanwhile, you can typewrite your answers. In this second news, we will talk about the CES. The CES, as you know, is the biggest and wildest festival, or I don't know how to say, saloon, I guess, show. Oh yeah, the biggest show about tech, news, VR, and you not only have XR and VR, but sometimes you have robots or new tech or new stuff like haptic vest and all crazy stuff. And the tendencies as we can see this year is not the previous year it was like all about AI, and everyone was like AI. It was the tendency, and now it's robot. It's all about robots. There is robot everywhere. They did have some stuff interesting about treadmill and VR capture, like for full body tracking, alternative solution for full body tracking, like I think it was Anatorix or Anatorix. Atorix, il me semble que c'est Atorix. Aritora X. I was close, but they propose a new full body tracks. I saw also. I didn't go to the CES, unfortunately, but I saw some music. You have like a lollipop, you suck on it, and the vibration makes you hearing the music inside your head. That's kind of funny. I think it's using sonar or that kind of tech. My take on this is, I think we have like 1 or 2 years more that will talk and push in front of the scene AI, because every people see the application of this stuff, but I feel like we are going to the end of this, and I think next year or in 2 years there there will be more hype about robots, because I can feel it right now, and I feel like the trend is progressively dying through the days, and I'm kind of happy because I'm already tired of AI. The AI I was waiting is not the AI we can see most of the time. I want something like Cortana. I want something like Jarvis, and we are barely at the beginning of this kind of AI, so it bothers me a little bit. I will put away the chat. Maybe here it will be better. What's new? In third news, I have membership tutorial Zelda. Oh yeah, I did enable membership in on my YouTube channel. So if you want to support here, you can support there. You can support from YouTube. You have the choice now. And there will be, and there is already dedicated video that you can find in French, and there will be in the future in some other language, maybe tutorial to how to play Zelda Breath of the Wild. Maybe it could be I don't know, take a test using anything. I did a story. There will be exclusive video, long format, and short exclusive for membership on the platform. And the first one, I was asking what you want to see. I do have a list. I do have stuff to review, but with this shorts, you can answer me and tell me if you want something precise. Also, it's a good way to play together, and when I need help for making video, I can take on membership, but this is for far later, far away. No, it will not will be right now. But yeah, if you want a tutorial on how to install and play Zelda Breath of the Wild, it can be happening on this part of the YouTube channel, because all the channel will now be in English. They're already video full in full English. Oh, sorry, I was checking on something. No, it's okay. No, it's okay. They will be in full in English. Sorry. The channel will be full English content, and exclusively French content will be in membership. Because I need support, and I know people are okay with English, and we have to move forward because it's the future. Speaking in English is the future for AI subtitles and AI translate voice acting from the YouTube platform. She's already making it, so that's why I start to talk in English only, and that way everything will be translated and more people can access my creation. It will be better. It will be for the best. Also in the membership, I can put some top list free video game, classic and VR. So everything that you can make, you can have a discount on, and I don't know how to say, like the good stuff for free, you know. Ah. 1, 2, 3. One. Wait, did you... Why the volume just pick up? I do not have any explanation. All right, for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for the fifth, I don't know how to count. For the fifth news, in France, we have something huge that just came out in the legislation. All the teen under 15-year-olds will not be able to use internet from it's beginning in September. It's September, and you have to, if you want to use internet properly, it will be like the hot website. You have to put your ID card to prove that you're now not a youngling. So this is huge for a lot of creators. I already seen colleague who was like panicking absolute because they do content for children, like Tomodachi, Animal Crossing, Roblox, Minecraft, and there was they are in pain and in fear to see what will be the platform past September. Personally, I have a whole mind about this. I'm a boomer on this. I think it's a really great idea because there is nothing good on internet when you are less than 15. You can have fun and stuff, but yeah, that's risky. That's too risky. And I think on under 15, it's a really good idea to protect them. Also, if some children really want to go on internet, they will find a way. I've seen stuff like people are exchanging like it's common games, crack, free game. If they want something on internet, they will find it. Anyway, they will find a way, but it can protect some of them, and that's, I think it's important. Like also when you give a VR, for the same reason, when you give a VR headset, I've saw some people give a VR headset to really young child, and I'm like, that's not something I recommend. You should at least wait 15 because it's tough. You could have some tough content in VR and on internet. So that legislation is really, really important. And she passed, like, I think she was validate. I'm so tired. Sorry. She was validate. She was agreed. Like 3. I don't know. The past week. Yeah, past week. #27 January 2026. It's in the French deputy. Okay. From France National Assembly, approved banning under 15s. Yeah. What do you think about this this new law? France National Assembly approved banning under 15s from social media. Paris, January 26. France National Assembly on Monday backed legislation to ban children under 15-year-olds from social media on Monday, amid growing concerns about online bullying and mental health risks. The bill proposed banning under 15s from social networks and social network functionalities, embed with broader platform, and reflects rising public against over the impact of social media and minors. The Riot Inside Track newsletter is your essential guide to the biggest event in global support. Sign up here, don't care. Lawmakers voted 116 22-23 in favor of the bill. It now passes to the Senate before a final vote in the lower houses. President Emmanuel Macron, for sure, has pointed out to social media as one factor to blame for violence among young people. He is urging France to allow Australia, whose world first ban for under 16s on social media platforms, including Facebook, Meta, Snapchat, Snap.ain, TikTok and YouTube, Google.o, came into forces in December. French ban would follow in Australia's footsteps. Macron wants the ban in placed in time for the start of the next academic year in September. With this law, we are setting clear boundaries in society, and so saying social media is not harmless. Centrist lawmaker Lorma Miller told the chamber as she's presented the bill. Our children are reading less, sleeping less, and comparing themselves to one another more. She continued, "This is battle for free minds." I'm fully agreed. On this, I'm fully agreed. We have less span and attention. Myself, I can see that clearly. Not only because I'm ADHD, but I think that we don't have proof on if internet has a really bad effect on attention. But I'm like, it's an evidence. It's like, I feel like it's an evidence that internet increase the number of kids who have ADHD. I don't feel like I need a. It will be better if I have a real proof of that, like how to say, some pools and kind of stuff, official pools, medical pools, but yeah, it seems clearly to me. There will be a before and after. I think it's kind of evidence. And in last, I put Ubisoft strike. There is a striking in Ubisoft. A famous French. Oh, my head. My leg hurts. I'm dying. I need more blood. Let's talk about Ubisoft for this one, because it's a really big news. This is a big news and a sad one also. How Ubisoft, the French video game giant, its breaking point after years of turmoil. The announcement of a reorganization, the cancellation of games development, and the closure of studios mark the end, at least for now, of a series of difficulties that have thrown the company into turmoil. By Damien Leloup, Pierre Trouvé et Corentin Lamy. Published on January 23 of 2026. A radical overhaul of its organization, cancellations and postponement of games, studio closure, an aggressive cost-cutting plan, and a reversal on a highly sensitive issue of remote work. All features in a shock announcement for a European video games giant Ubisoft on Wednesday, January 21st, as the company unveiled measures to keep it from running out of steam. According to the French company, the project is expected to result in a loss of more than 1 billion over the year. That is a lot. That is really a lot. I don't know, as a French, who I know I make a lot of dark humor about Ubisoft, but truly, without humor, I really love what they're making. I'm a huge fan of Splinter Cell and Rayman 1, 2, 3, and the first Prince of Persia, Sable, Saint of Time. I really like what they did in the past. Even the first Assassin's Creed. I'm in love in Altair and the story behind it, but I don't understand how they can keep taking so bad decisions, because there is a decline, there is an evidence decline, and in my opinion, all started because of the bunny rabbit, the fucking bunny rabbit, Rayman and the rabbit. It's the rabbits the problem. From there, I feel like all the game decline to the hell, you know. And I think there will be a multiverse where Ubisoft did Rayman 4, and we are not where we are right now. If they did Rayman 4, I think, and they keep doing what they are good at it, like Splinter Cell, the core sagas, you know, from Ubisoft, even Beyond Good and Evil 2 would maybe come out in this multiverse, and they will not be at maybe. Hey, today we announce Assassin's Creed 22. Yes, we only make 20 previous Assassin's Creed, but this one, it will be different. And you played it, and you're like, yeah, it's the same shit. Same shit, but just the background change. Yeah, thanks, guy. It's like almost they don't understand what they're good at it, and keep dive their whole tomb. The projection set off alarm bells in the market, and by mid-afternoon on Thursday, Ubisoft share price had plummeted 38% on the Paris Stock Exchange, a historic drop for a stock that had already lost half its value in 2025. I feel like the music is loud. Yeah, better. On Thursday morning, in front of Ubisoft Paris office, Chakib Matawi, a representative for Solidaires Informatique, a French union representing tech and IT works, was on strike. The anger among employees was immediate, said Matawi. Recognized by the pink vest draped over his shoulder, many just need to talk a bit. The protest only drew about 10 people, but union promised a broad mobilization, including internationally. There's a reason unclear, announced, and a lack of consultation, even as the Paris studio held just hour before announcing this reorganization. Not clear. I'm not sure it's not clear. It's. I feel like the dev are obviously pointing where the enterprise should be going, in which way, and I feel like the problem is really the CEO of that, Yves Guillemot. I feel like he has no idea of what is a video game, what the industry is about, and I feel like is the problem. It's the principal problem. Maybe in turn there's stuff that's not working, but I feel like is the main reason that the boat is sinking right now. It's it's obvious. It's obvious even from someone who's not inside the UB Corp, you know. But yeah, I hope they will find a way to rebound also, like the previous closed studios. We will see if there is new other tech news, because I just checked that on last week, but we maybe have some fresh news today. Let's see together. And I'm checking if you have thought on this. Don't hesitate to write write it down. I'm checking if you have write some stuff. But you seem checking if you have write some stuff. Stop talking. No, I think you're waking up with coffee at this time. I can feel it. I can feel it. You are sleeping on your keyboard at work. But we are Monday. Huh? I understand. Did we lost? Ouais. Streaming. Bon, ouais. Anyway, what's new? D-Day VR Museum on Steam is an entertaining education exhibition. Okay, Meta CFO, we're building future headset and still have optimism in VR. Let's see about that. Quest 3 V85 PTC can turn any surface into a virtual keyboard. That's interesting. Thief VR Legacy of Shadow refined gameplay mechanics in latest update. Half-Life Alyx soundtracks getting CDs, vinyl releases. Why not? Lynx R2 has 116. That's interesting. A new VR headset. The Magician VR is a new fantasy. Okay, why not? Attending Lakers. Okay. I think that's quite enough. So, what do we have here? I will make just a break with you. I was eating a croissant. And we'll drink some stuff because I have a thirsty throat. But I'm still here. How are you doing? Are you at work, guys? Let's talk, and then we'll come back to the news. It's a little break. Okay. I don't have any more milk. I only can enjoy water. And now I'm turning blue. This stuff is quite annoying. Yeah, I don't want blue. Don't making me blue. So what up? What's news, chat? I hope you are doing great. I have to change all the text bots in English. I will do that offline. Yeah, better. It's really waking up for me. I hope you are happy that all the that I bring back the morning VR. We will be doing this every week. Every week we will just chilling, see what's new, talk about it. It will be better, I think, to do this every more Monday. The slot will be 8 to 9. Yeah, as you can see, it's 8:30 because from the time I synchronized everything, I have to. But in a perfect world, if I was only streaming on Twitch, I would be ready on 8 o'clock peak. But I will test if it's working. Yeah, the chat stuff don't seem to working. It's really bad. I mean, this plugin is a pain in the ass because I want something like I set up the stuff and every time I'm going on live, it's working. But this motherfucker does not. That's getting on my nerve. If someone knows a website or a plugin or anything that can centralize all my chats from all the platform, please give it to me. Also, I'm beerless, but it will not be the only stuff I cut off. I think today, if they're open, I will cut the hair too. We need something clean. I'm tired to get allergy because of that. As you can see, my eyes are too red just because of the longer of my hair, from my hair. Okay, I think we're ready to go again. So, what's new? Oh, where's my... Up. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So here I think it's quite good, and you can see me clearly. All right. So what's new? What's new? Next news. Meta CFO. We're building future headsets and still have optimism in VR. Reality Lab. Meta CFO Susan Lee says the company still have optimism in the future of VR, and confirming that is still building future headsets. Lee made the comment during Meta Quest 4 2025 hearing call this week. Sorry. In the response to a Dutch bank analyst asking whether the Reality Lab division would have a narrow focus on wearables. However, consumer adoption of VR has generally been on a slower growth path than wearable, and we are rebalancing our Reality Lab portfolio to reflect this. Lee also said, reiterating what CTO and Bosworth declared in Davos last week. So we are meaningfully reducing our investment in VR and Horizon this year, but we are growing our investment in wearable to capitalize on the momentum that we're seeing in our positions as the market leader. She continued, Meta first officially confirmed this shifting spending strategy in December. Then, early in this month, the company shut down 3 of its acquired VR game studios, conducted significant layoff at the force, canceled the Batman Arkham Shadow sequel, and announced the shutdown of Horizon Workrooms and its Quest headset for business offering. That decisions came after 2025. So Quest headset sales decreased compared to 2024. While Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses sales tripled. Early in the Q4 earnings calls, Mark Zuckerberg told investors that his company's reduction in spending would make VR a profitable ecosystem over the coming years. The Reality Lab division of Meta, which handles VR, Horizon World, and smart glasses, recorded this spending in Q4, just shy of $7 billion, given revenue of just under $1 billion that resulted in a loss of around $6 billion. Reality Lab continue to be heavily focused on research and development through, and much of its loss is actually the spending towards developing true AR glasses, the consumer tech product that companies like Apple, Meta, and Google believe will define the next wave of personal computing. Zuckerberg told investors to expected Reality Lab losses to finally peak in 2026, with Lee stating that it's the Meta's expectation that losses will start to decrease in 2027, depending on how the market develops. As to the headset approvals that Susan Lee was referring to, leaked internal memos from early December revealed that in addition to the widely reported ultralight headset with a TC Red puck, Meta was also now working on a traditional new Quest focused on immersive gaming. The memo indicates that the headset, which wouldn't be expected until late 2027, at the very earliest, should bring a large upgrade over Quest 3, but no longer be subsidized, carrying a higher price. That tracks with Zuckerberg's reference to VR becoming profitable for Meta over coming years. Many in the industry have speculated that these headsets may have already been cancelled in the wake of the Meta or the VR cut, but Lee's reference to headsets may suggest it's still in work. Only time or yet another leak will tell. What to think about that? Me personally, I think they always take the train too late. I feel like the glasses should done release way before, but why not? They're following like the stats, and the stats clearly show that there is a sale increase on glasses. Now I feel like they will arrive. Maybe it will be too late. I think personally it's important that glasses keeps evolving, but for me it should be both inside times, even the three inside time. I mean VR headset about augmented reality and also virtual reality, and glasses at the same time, because all the tech needs to evolving for then merge. When you have a mingle of all this tech, like something wearable that's not weight, I don't know how to say, that's not heavy on your face, and you can also go by choice in virtual reality or in augmented reality. I think that will be the moment we will have a really new product that could be as interesting as the iPhone came out at the time it came out. In the condition, they will have a huge library and huge application to just not have the tech with nothing to do with it. It will have to change our habits and have a meaning if Meta wants for us to use this on the daily. Because the headset that we already have and the Meta Ray-Ban that we already have, they still feel like, for me, like gadgets. Something you buy you bought the stuff because the tech is interesting, but you have like few uses and then you put it on a closet. If you want people to use headset like you're using your iPhone, you have to make it necessary. We have to have. They have to find a way or a reason for us that make us like obligatory using it on daily. And if this happen, now you have a really nice product, and the product that they're searching, I think. But yeah, why not? 2027, it's not that far away. After, I think it's only the first release of date and talk about. So even if we hear about this in 2027, I think it will be not coming out until 1 year later or at the end of the year. But it's nice though, because now that you have a cap with Quest 3, you can take an interest on other companies and other brands, HTC, Steam. I think it's the moment when people who are really interested in VR will take a look on what's the neighborhood look like, you know, the same way that if you start with an Android, you take a look on I don't know if iPhone is cool or the inverse, or if you start with a Switch, you at some point you're asking, okay, is it PlayStation interesting? I think we kind of as consumer arrive at this point, because from 3 years ago to until now, I feel like it was Meta was the reference, and you don't even want to look at the other brand, because you had invest in this, so your trust is already in Meta. And now I feel like there is a shift about that, and that's a really nice thing, because we do have other brand, and if we have much headset from other brands, it's meaning more competing tech and maybe less expensive stuff, or at least other interesting proposition. I think that's enough for this one. Let's talk about, and that's really interesting. Let's talk about Quest 3 V85 PTC can turn any surface into virtual keyboard. That sounds really cool. With Horizon OS V85 PTC, Quest 3 can turn any surface into a virtual keyboard, and Meta says you can remap the Quest 3S action button. The public test channel PTC is the beta release channel of Quest Horizon OS. If you opt in, your headset receives a pre-release build of each upcoming version. Note that there are often features in the eventual stable version not present in the PTC, and occasionally, but rarely, features are changing in PTC don't make it to the stable version. But you already know that. So first, cable. Text entry is notorious challenges for XR devices you're not carrying a connected Bluetooth keyboard. Exclusively available as an experimental feature on Quest 3 and not the cheaper Quest S3, the Surface keyboard adds a virtual keyboard on top of any surfaces, such as a table or desk. To set it up, you place your hand flat on the table where you want the keyboard to be positioned, and a few seconds later it's on. This is the height calibration step. Testing Surface's keyboard out for the first time, as you can see in this video below, I found it be remarkably accurate. The ability to rest my hand makes it far preferable to a floating virtual keyboard, and I can type far faster already. For me, and on the current build at least, it only shows up in the Horizon OS home space based through or virtual Meta as an API for developer to use the floating keyboard, and we'll keep an eye out for any signs of a similar API for the Surface keyboard when the feature launches to the stable channel. Meta has been researching this technology for at least 6 years. An executive showed off a well-along prototype in 2023, with Mark Zuckerberg claiming he could reach 100 words per minute. However, that prototype requires a tracking marker tag on the table, as could be seen in the clip Meta shared at the time. The company didn't disclose the error rate of the prototype. Then, in 2024, researchers from Meta and ETH Zurich said that they had solved the problem of turning any surface into a keyboard without markers by combining a neural network that predicts touch events with the language model. Meta hasn't said whether this research is what led to the shipping feature, but seems likely to at least be related. You can find Surface Keyboard in the advanced settings on Horizon OS v85 if you have Quest 3. It's unclear why the feature isn't yet available on Quest 3S. Remapping Quest 3S action button, why Quest 3S doesn't currently have the Surface Keyboard features, it does get its own new exclusive features in Horizon OS v85 PTC. According to Meta, Quest 3S has an action button, which since the headset launch has served one function, toggling pass-through. Press it while in VR game and the game will pause and you'll see the real world. It's essentially a paused VR I need to see my surrounding buttons. Now with v85 PTC, Meta says that the Quest 3S owners can remap the action button. Our Quest 3S does not have a v85 PTC, so we don't yet know. So we don't yet know what it can be remapped to. If you have a Quest 3S running Horizon OS v85 PTC and have this ability, please let us know in the comment below. Navigator set to be default on Horizon feeds removed, and if you missed it early this weekend, we report Meta announcement that starting in Horizon OS v85 stable, the new Navigator UI will become default, and separately the Horizon Vision will be removed. Did you guys already try this? It's look like really cool. Oh my god, my eyes are so red. Yeah, I really need to cut. I will find haircut stuff today, just after the stream. I'm tired. Let's see. I will show you what it looks like, and I will react to this and discover in real time with you, because it seemed really cool. Oh. Up, let's react. So this is what v85 keyboard looks like, and it's really cool. You just put your hands on the table and pop, you have a keyboard. You can have a keyboard on any surfaces. That's completely wide. I feel like I really want to try that. I don't have a Quest 3, unfortunately, but I will go out to my friend who does have a Quest 3, and it feel like that's really cool. I've saw stuff like that, but it was like video projector on the Surface, and you type with it. I feel like it's the same feeling, but maybe it could be much precise, because the one I've tried before, it was not really fast, you know, because he had to understand where you type, and now I feel like in VR maybe it would be easier for the software to understand how this works. And I really want to try this. I don't know what about you. Tell me in comment, but I feel like it's really cool. It's a cool. It's not gadget. It's cool. Just cool. Up. I put you guys back so I can read your thought on this. Yeah. Another news. We have Half-Life Alyx soundtrack getting a CD and a vinyl release. So if you want to try and listen to some cool stuff on your vinyl lector, on your sound system, the soundtracks arrive on multiple vinyl and the CD's edition on April. Let me see this. Ah, coucou. Eh bonjour. Eh bonjour, Bearded développeur. So Half-Life Alyx soundtracks getting CD and vinyl release. That's cool. I feel like that's a cool idea, and the look of the vinyl is sick. It's kind of sick. The soundtracks arrives on multiple vinyl and CDs editions on April 24, with pre-order open now. To celebrate the soundtrack's release, Valve is also offering Half-Life Alyx at 70% off, dropping the VR masterpiece to just $17.99. And I will bought this because I still haven't bought. I tried it at friend's house, but I didn't bought, and I really love this game. The upcoming physical edition of Half-Life Alyx soundtracks arrived in the 3 following editions. You have 6 LP vinyl box set edition. This massive set features the full 72 track soundtrack, pressed on 6 180-gram heavyweight vinyl LPs. Each record is wrapped in its own universe sleeve and comes packed into a lifetop box. In addition to set include 24x48 posters and download a card for a digital version of the full soundtrack. This set is limited to just 200 copies, and it's only purchasable on through Elpic Records online shop. I think it's the brand the brand how to collaborating stuff linked to the box edition. I think it's the guy who's making the vinyl set box edition. Sorry. Oh là. my throat hurts. I'm so sorry for this. It's the air. I don't know why. The hair doesn't feel like. Bruh. Anyway, we have a second edition, 2 LP vinyl editions. This edition, available in 3 colors variants, features 21 tracks from the soundtracks on 2 180-gram heavy LPs. The set includes a custom jacket, a 24 by 48 poster, and a download card for the full 72 track soundtrack. This edition is available through LP UK and Bandcamp, and the fourth one that includes for this CD edition. Last but not least, the full edition. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know. Today I'm so stressed because it's it been like a while I didn't stream, so I'm doing everything wrong. Even I think I don't know. I was wondering if the microphone was in the good side. Yeah. So it's also the 4 editions. It's like 72 tracks and soundtracks, and that's it. It's available edition stream platform and on Steam, where it's temporarily available at 60% off. That's a really nice discount. You should take a look if the soundtrack's interesting you. Oh, the first comment is wild. I was like, Paul Bellino, we do not want this at all. Just giving us Half-Life 3 already for flat and VR. Give us the Steam frame. Give us that Steam box. Give us that Steam controller. Also, to promote yourself, put Half-Life Alyx on the PS VR 2 already. Is all this much to ask for? We do not want the greatest hit on CD and vinyl. Stop playing. Paul needs to bang to release the anger. So, next news. What's new? What do we have here? What do we have? Or maybe it's late. It's almost 10. Almost 10 o'clock. Maybe we will not make all the news. Yeah, I think The Magician VR is a new fantasy appearing on Quest soon. Yeah, we will talk about the new headset, Lynx. It's a French headset, because Lynx is a French industry. Okay, let's talk about that. Next news. A Lynx R2 has 126 degrees field of view via aspheric pancakes lenses. Lynx R2 coming this summer. Okay, yeah. So the news is a Lynx R2 coming this summer is set to have a widest field of view on any standalone headset to date. French startup Lynx repeatedly failed to meet its deadline for its R1 headset, which it kickstarts and wide originally envisioned as a $500 competitor to MetaQuest headsets. The price for new orders rises to $80.50 and then $1,300 as the company pivoted to primarily targeting businesses. Now, Lynx revealed the key specification of its next headset, which it's first released in October. At the time, Lynx founder Stan Laroque told Upload VR that his company has learned so much with the R1 and will not do a crowdfunding campaign. A month later, Lynx revealed that Google had terminated its agreement to use Android XR, such that it will instead run Lynx OS, the company's own open source Android fork. I will show you what it looks like. It looks like this up. I think the form factor is nice. I like that. I kind of like that. I don't know what you think about it, but I feel like it looks really not heavy on the head, and I like the way that you can flip the stuff when you are using a PC user. That's really, really nice, and I feel like it will be like almost a norm or something you can easily put off the headsets, because the Quest 2 I'm using, and I think the Quest 3 is the same. It's not fun in that way. It's really not fun in that way. Anyway, similar to Quest 3 and Pico 4 Ultra, Lynx R2 is fully standable. And tac, I will switch on. Tu dis quoi? Les allergies, j'ai pas eu le choix. J'ai pas eu le choix que pour les allergies. Coucou et bienvenue sur le stream. Similar to Quest 3 and Pico 4, Ultra Lynx R2 is a fully standalone headset powered by Qualcomm XR2 Gen 2 chipset and 16GB RAM, with 2 colors pass-through cameras, 4 tracking cameras, as well as depth sensor in IR illuminators. It has open periphery design like Samsung Galaxy R XR, with the ability to flip the visor up at any time. That's really, really nice. I think it's the top from a headset when you are a user from PCVR. And it has its battery in the rear with a total system weight of 550 grams. Yeah, that's not heavy. That's not heavy at all. That's a little weight, and I feel it when you are a longer playable in longer playable run, you can feel the difference on your neck. What distinguishes Lynx R2 from these other standalone headsets is its aspherical pancake lenses. Developed in partnership with Israel startup Hypervision, according to Lynx R2 achieves a field of view of 126 degrees horizontal and 1003 degrees vertical. That will make it one of the widest field of view VR headset to ship as a product anyone can buy, and by far the widest standalone of any kind. Personally, I don't think that's the I don't think that's the that can make a real difference, you know, because we are limited by a certain field of view, and I don't feel like increase the field of view will increase the feeling of immersion. Maybe I'm wrong. I didn't try, or I didn't take a closer look at this, but for me personally, I will think it's what the stuff will be more increase my immersion feel will be like treadmill, so moving in space, vibration, feel the unfilled, you know, like the keyboard on the desk we've seen earlier, all that kind of stuff, more than this. But maybe I'm wrong, and it could be a wide difference. I have to try to know for sure. These remarkable lenses are paired with 2312 by 2160 LCD displays, and Lynx said it's getting the display just $3 each, because its development was paid for by Meta, which according to Lynx plan to use them in the console's 2026 Quest 4 candidates. To achieve a reasonable pass-through image quality over the wide field of view, Lynx is using 3K by 3K colors cameras, advanced Sony IMX 616 sensors capturing 10 megapixels per eyes at 19 Hz rate, higher than the Apple Vision Pro. Oh, that's interesting. Lynx claims an end-to-end latency of between 12 and 20 milliseconds compared to the 12 milliseconds of Apple Vision Pro. It's notable that while other headsets like Quest 3 and Vision Pro have lower camera's resolution than display resolution, Lynx R2 has the opposite. Further, Lynx says R2 has the slimmest black line between pass-through and natural peripheral vision of any pass-through headset, obstructing just 6% of the total field of view of the wearer. This black line is slimmer than even typical smart glasses, the startup claims, and it trailed short through the lens video capture by a GoPro with wide angle lenses. Meanwhile, the 4 tracking cameras on the corner of the front enable position and controller tracking, while the all 0.5 megapixel depth sensors enable 3D room scanning and spatial anchors. According to the company, Lynx R2 is designed to be open, modular, and repairable. Lynx OS, its Android fork, is open source, and the headset has an open bootloader. Buyers will have raw, unrestricted access to the sensor via APIs. Lynx says it will publish I/O schematics for developers who want to add additional sensors, and R2 is built with screws instead of glue, with the company planning to sell spare parts like battery, main boards, and cameras module to customers. We have all the specs. I will show you right now. If you're interested in that, it could be nice. As you can see, it's everything I told earlier. But you have a comparison with the Meta Quest 3 and the Samsung Galaxy XR. So that's interesting to show in that way. As we can see, compared to the Quest 3, yeah, it's much larger FOV. But I'm wondering if the much larger FOV will not increase the percentage of consuming battery. I feel like it will make sense. If you have much stuff to generate, of course it will take more energy. The difference for the pass-through, I don't think it's really important, but why not? If you want 10 megapixel cameras, you can have 10 megapixel cameras. I feel like it's overkill for the usage of it, but why not? Because you know the pass-through is like something you're not using, like it's not part of the VR. It's like more a gadget. A Lynx R2 is set to arrive this summer, priced somewhere between MetaQuest 3 and Samsung Galaxy XR. That's why they compared each other. Unlike with the R1, Lynx will not be doing pre-order this time, according to Larok. When it's available to buy, it will be ready to ship immediately. Well. Yeah, well, I feel like it was a good. We have a lot of good news besides Meta and that's kind of stuff. So we barely get. We passed like 35 minutes. The news I had to do. So we will stop from there. We will see each other next week. Oh, I'm sorry. Because every Monday from 8 to 9 it will be this news. If you want to find me before that, you can go. I will stream on the evening with friends. So if you want to know when it will be, in what sorry, I'm so tired, I can't find my words. If you want to know when I'm streaming, you can follow me on Raise the Social and kind of stuff. See you then, and I hope you enjoyed this one. And it's been so long, I didn't stream. I messed up everything. Anyway, take care.